Live on SRL Minds TV, we have the PNG Hunters versus the St George Illawarra Dragons. I'm your host, Tyrone Clay. With me in the box is Luke Driscoll. And we do have a special guest down on the sideline tonight. It's Tim James. How are you all?
Yeah, I'm really good there, Tyrone. Can't wait to see this one. The last time these teams ran out together, it was a very, very close matchup. Should be a really interesting one. There's obviously been a few changes in the teams, with players leaving and new players coming in. How you been, Tim?
Yeah, I've been good, Luke. Just checking out the game today. It's good to be down on the sideline for the Mines game, and two big teams. I'm pretty excited to watch this match today.
Is this scouting for you, being down there?
Yeah, you can call it that. Down here scouting. Dragons are a pretty good team, so start a bit of early season scouting. Why not?
As we get to see the Hunters get underway here at TIO Stadium in Darwin, and Ingram's going to take the first run off the back fence and gets driven back in that tackle, and Dragons going to have to work it out of their own end here, but they are a team that had managed to do that. Will be second tackle now, and it's going to go down to Ingram again. He'll take another run. They're going to be tackled 30 metres out here, and they're going to go off to Bohm to Preston. Preston is going to be wrapped up on the 40-metre line. It's going to be fourth tackle, and it's going to be McDade putting in a crossfield kick, and it's gone out on the full. Tim, you could have nearly caught that.
Yeah, mate, nearly smacked me across the head.
Oh, that's disappointing. That was a very disappointing kick, in fact. Straight out on the full.
Yeah, certainly not the way you'd like to start your first set. So now they've got to defend their own end. Hopefully the Dragons can hold them out.
As we see the Hunters working their way now to Morningstar. Morningstar tries to step, can't do so. Solid run still though, 15 metres out. It's going to go to Weston. Weston's going to throw the long ball, and it was almost picked off, but gets the offload still Crutcher. And 10 metres out. They're going to go down the short side. They're going to go to To'o. To'o's going to step one, but just a metre short, and it's going to be Spencer. Spencer's going to try something for dummy half. Can't do so. They're going to go back to Wakawi. Wakawi's going to knock it on, and it's going to be a simple change over there.
Yeah, the two players there collided with each other, and unfortunately, they dropped the ball, and the Dragons get let out of their own end here.
As McDade will now throw an offload to Groove, and it's going to be second tackle here. It's going to go to McDade again, and McDade just gets sat on his backside. It's going to be third tackle now. Off they go to Curfew. Curfew's just going to drive it up here over the 40. It's going to be fourth tackle. Jameson shuffle out a dummy half from time, and fifth and last now on halfway. Let's see if the Dragons can put in a good attacking kick with McDade down to the wing of Jones. Jones is going to run it up, but a great tackle there from time. Dragons let off the hook with that one. Could have been much worse.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Clay. As we get to see here, Jones go on a quick break, crossing the 50-metre line. The Hunters certainly on the upper foot in terms of field position.
As now Holmes tries to go through the line, and it's going to be fourth tackle here for the Hunters. 30 metres out, they're going to go to Weston. Weston's just going to have to take the run. It's going to be fifth and last, and they're going to go back to Wakawi. Wakawi's going to put in the deep bomb. It's going to be caught by Mayava. Mayava's going to step one. Mayava's away, and Mayava seems to be gone. Will anyone catch Mayava? No, they won't, and Mayava's going to go in under the sticks, and Dragons score early here.
Bit unfortunate there for Morningstar. He's gone for the tackle, missed his man completely, and Mayava's just ran away with it. Beautiful there try for the Dragons.
As we now cross down to the sideline, and Tim, crowd sort of went a little bit quiet there as they saw the Dragons run on straight through for a try.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing for the home crowd, but she is he is a weapon. Is she related? Okay, messing the pronouns up. Are they related to the great John Boy Maiava by any chance, boys?
You would, I think so.
Might be a question for him to ask. I don't know.
Can
That was
ask
a
that,
great
but
runaway try though, and hopefully more to come here in this game. But a great game so far, boys.
as I think Tim may be onto a good point. I think Maiava might be related to John Boy Maiava, as the Hunters are gonna get us back underway. 6-0 after 14 minutes of play. They're going to go short to Ingram. Ingram's going to bust through a tackle. Ingram's up over the 30. And a solid run there off the kickoff, you'd have to say.
Yeah, it was a really good run, and now we're getting to see McDade there just take another hit up for the Dragons.
Really solid run, as it's going to be Honeyman now, taking it over halfway. Third tackle now. They're going to spread it to the right. They're going to go back inside to McDade, actually, and McDade can't seem to break the tackle there. As now it's going to be fourth. They're going to go down the left-hand side to Curfew. Curfew's going to break through a tackle. Curfew's going to throw inside for McDade, inside to Groove. Dragons not afraid to throw the ball around here, and as it's going to be fifth and last, it's going to go back for Smith. Smith is going to put up the high bomb, and a late run and catch from Spencer, but it's going to be a set for the Hunters.
Yeah, just a little bit too deep, that kick. I'm hearing some noise from down your end, Tim. What's happening down there?
What's that, Luke? The mics are a bit... the headset's a bit, iffy. What'd you say up there?
Oh, I just said we're hearing some noise from down there. I was just wondering what's happening.
Yeah, Mike, I couldn't hear you because the crowd's getting up now. Look at them go. Morningstar's taking a run there, but yeah, the crowd's going now, and just like that, couldn't hear you just because of the crowd, so they're getting electric now, and I want to see how it goes from here.
As now they're charging down to the Dragons, and they're going to throw the ball around here. The Hunter's not afraid to, as it goes to Wakawi. It's going to be fourth. They're going to go down the short side, actually. And Turner off his head, and he's going to score, but the crowd erupts here at TIO Stadium.
But beautiful try. He sort of just he ended up with the ball and found himself in some space and just sort of turned the corner and dropped to the ground. It hit his head and his arm, and he caught it before he put it down. That was an amazing try.
And as we cross back down to Tim yet again, the crowd seem to be getting up the Hunters after scoring that try. What are your thoughts on that, Tim?
Yeah, an amazing try. Producing some awesome plays here down in the mines. I don't usually see that up in the big boy grade, so I'm liking it. But no, the crowd's up now. They're loving it, and tied game, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Crowd is loving it at the moment, though, boys.
They'll hope to build some momentum, the Hunters, so they can enthuse the crowd even more, get them up even more, and hopefully see their team go across the line and win the game. As now Preston will get us back underway in this matchup, and going to kick down to Akawi. Inside for Walsh. Walsh is going to just run straight over the Dragons player, but as I say that, Spencer tries to go on a little run there through the Dragons defence, and it's going to be Crutcher to Walsh, and Walsh will just take the run 5 metres short of halfway. They're going to go in the right, they're going to go to Holmes. Holmes is through the line now. Holmes is going to get the offload to Madison, and the Hunters so far having a very good set off the kickoff. And that was even better from the Hunters, and they're going to be 10 metres short of the set off the kickoff. But Walsh now has to take the run, and that was a poor end to the set there, you'd have to say.
Yeah, he certainly could have done better with that ball. They were certainly in the right area. We get to see Honeyman there going cover break and certainly get the right foot forward for the Dragons.
As now we get to see, as we get to see the Dragons' second row now taken off on the second tackle. They're going to go to Preston. They're going to go inside to Ingram, flat ball, but going to play it on. Third tackle now for the Dragons. They're going to go long ball out here to Curfew. Curfew's going to just drive up and solid run, but they went to Bol, went through, and Bol got driven back on that one. It was a strong run from Bol, and it's going to be fifth and last. Goes to Preston. He's going to crossfield kick here for Jones. Jones can't break away from that tackle. You'd have to say that was a solid set for the Dragons there.
Yeah, they certainly made enough meters. They put the ball into the corner, and the follow-up defenders certainly tackled him. And I'm sure they're hoping not to allow for any line breaks for this set and get the ball back in advantageous position.
As Crutcher just drives in that tackle. Fourth tackle, and they're still inside their own half here, the Hunters, and a Jameson shuffle from Madison. Madison fends one off. That was a really good run just to get them a few extra meters there. But it's going to be Holmes to run it on fifth and last. Holmes is away. Holmes just needed to offload there. A solid option, but unfortunately lacked the final product.
Oh, it's good to see Honeyman now coming out again with one of his trademark runs. That was very unfortunate there for that second rower. I think he got a bit of white line fever because one pass either side probably would have ended up being a try for the Hunters.
As Honeyman now taking it over halfway on the third tackle. It's going to be McDade. McDade throws the short ball to Curfew. Curfew's going to drop down, fourth tackle now. We're going to go to Ingram. Ingram's just going to run it straight at the defence, and he's going to be tackled 30 metres out now. On the Hunters line, fifth and last, Preston. Kicks down to Crew Spencer. Spencer steps one. Spencer can't get past Bol though, and that was a solid kick return there. But hit off the ball, McDade's away. It's McDade. McDade's going to go in, and a pick up and a run from McDade.
Yeah, that was a fantastic try there. He jumps on that ball real quick, and McDade there just scored another try. Hey, Tim, what's the sideline like?
Yeah, as you see here, the crowd's gone a bit silent, but that try was magnificent. Just to hit off the ball, and you love to see your big boy just stride away like that. And yeah, the crowd didn't like that one, but you know, the bench for the... Oh, there's not even a bench. Well, the people down here, they're getting pretty excited for the old Dragons, and yeah, good game so far before half-time, yeah.
And
yeah, obviously the coaching staff's very, very happy on the bench there.
Yeah. So I thought we had the old bench players out here, but just those casual old super subs, so they made nothing. It's all right.
Much
Good
love
game
for
so
super
far.
subs. But that'll be disappointing. The Hunters will be disappointed to concede a try so close to halftime. They were level, they were up in the game, but Dragons just finding a way to hit back. End up taking the lead back from the Hunters as they're going to kick it straight down the middle. It's going to be Ingram, and Ingram takes the solid run over the 20 here. Can Dragons try and get up the other end and score another try just before half time, and that would really hurt the Hunters as Bol now. What a solid run from Bol there, and now they're over halfway on the third tackle already. And it's going to be fourth tackle now for the Dragons. Only 30 seconds to go. They're going to have to try something as Curfew's now away. Curfew offloads to Ingram, and that'll take us to half-time here at TIO Stadium. And the scoreline is the Hunters 6, the St George Illawarra Dragons 12. As we welcome you back for the second half here, and Dragons up 12-6. I'd like to cross to Tim first. Tim, what was What do the Hunters have to say about that first half?
Well, yeah, Clay. Obviously the errors sort of started creeping in, at the end there, and it also led to a try. But yeah, they just need to toughen up in the middle. They're letting too much line breaks in, and just off the kickoff as well. Like they're letting too much in, and yeah, they just need to toughen up for the errors and that. But the Dragons were very happy with themselves as well. I can tell you that they were electric. They loved every moment. They just need to keep up the energy there, Clay.
As now we get to see the Hunters work the ball out of their own end. As it's going to go to Weston. Weston's going to be tackled just short of the 40-metre line on the fourth tackle now. And the Hunter's going to throw the long ball out to Wakawi. And Curfy gets laid out, and it's going to be 0 tackle as Jackson now is going to take the run and worry, and does a bit of a pressure reliever there from the Hunters.
Yeah, there was a bit of turmoil there. It went one way, then it went the other, but then it's happened again with McDade picking up that error there from the Hunters. A lot of errors happening at the start of this second half.
Bit sloppy from both sides, but you'd think that they'd work on it, as now it's going to be Preston. Good run. Honeyman now, and can't break through that tackle. It's going to be second tackle now. It's going to go, Preston's going to throw it out to Mac. Mac's going to be tackled there, just short of the 30. Going to go to Preston. Preston's going to throw it to Myala, and it's going to be fourth tackle now. McDade throws it, probably going to go on himself, but unselfishly throws it fifth and last now. It's going to be Smith. Smith is going to put up the bomb. Where are the Hunters? There's Morningstar, and great play from Morningstar just to come out of his own end goal there.
Yeah, it was certainly really dangerous. Lucky that the fullback was sitting in the right spot there to tackle him, because he could have broken away from that line.
And on the back foot, that's a bit disappointing from the Hunters, but still going to try and work it out of their own end here. As it's now going to be fourth tackle. Just over the 30. It's going to go to Akawi. They're going to go to Turner, and a solid defensive set here for the Dragons, and they're going to hold them inside their own half. As we get to see Mayava now on the kick return. Mayava steps one. Mayava's away, and now brilliant ankle tap there from Wakawi.
Yeah, Morningstar missed that tackle. Very crucial ankle tap there to stop Mayava from going all the way to the posts.
Would have been Mayava's second try, as now Honeyman's going to offload to Ingram. It's going to be third tackle. They're going to go down the left-hand side. They're going to go short to Curfy. Curfy's going to be tackled there. Fourth tackle now. They're going to go down the short side here, and it's going to be a knock on no advantage. And the Hunters are going to get the ball 10 metres out here. Very disappointing.
Certainly the right end to lose the ball, though.
Yeah.
As we've seen, that the Dragons can defend pretty well. The defensive set's coming out the Hunters' own end, so we'll see what happens from here.
As now we get to see the Hunters with Turner. Turner's just going to drive up here. It's going to be fourth now. It's going to go to Wakawi. Wakawi's going to throw the flat pass, which I thought was forward, but Morningstar's going to step the line and get a few meters. Fifth and last. It's going to go to Wakawi, and Wakawi's just going to kick down to Miller. Miller runs out, and that's a poor mistake from the winger.
Yeah, just a total brain snap. I think he was running home at that point. With the amount of time he had to stop it, he just didn't. So now we get to see the Hunters on the attack.
As the Hunters now will line Crutch against holding on that. Now the Hunter's going to work it up the middle. It's going to go to Jackson. Jackson's going to be short. Second tackle. I'm going to go long ball out here to Turner. Turner is going to be held up. He's called held up. It's going to be third tackle now. It's going to be fourth tackle now, Western. See what they can do here. It's going to go inside outside. But that was unlucky.
That really well.
That was unlucky. 0 meters gain. Fifth and last. Bomb. And a great take from Mayava, but dragged back into the in goal there. It's going to be a light dropout.
Absolutely fantastic kick there from the Hunters just before that in goal line, and the moment that Mayava caught it, he couldn't take one step without a Hunter breathing down his neck.
As Walsh now get brought down, first tackle, 40 metres out. Hunter's going to try and work it back down the other end as Morningstar's going to go straight to the mark. What a run from Morningstar. It's going to be second. Going to go back down the left-hand side. And it's going to go to Crew Spencer. Spencer can't step, but Spencer's got to try and stay in, and Spencer does stay in. And a Jameson shuffle from dummy half, and Todd couldn't step to last defender. Would have been worrying signs there, but it's going to be fifth tackle now. See what they can do, and it's going to be another bomb. It's going to look like it's going to hit the post, the crossbar, and Madison comes up with it. You could have said a bit of luck there, and it goes their way.
Certainly standing in the right position there, wasn't he? After that ball hits that crossbar, it just lands in his hands. I don't even think he was expecting it. Great try, and they put themselves back into this game, the Hunters.
Definitely have put themselves back into this game, as Western should convert to make it an even ball game with just over 15 minutes to go, and you'd think that you'd be considering trying to go for the field goal now, knowing that you're not going to have much time, you're not going to have many opportunities either. But if you get an opportunity, you've got to take it.
You're not wrong. I don't think there's been a moment in this game the Dragons have lost. I've been behind in points, and it'd be real shame for them, I guess, if they had it snatched off them at the very end. But the Hunters fully deserve it. They're doing all the hard work in this second half, and they're about to put themselves in the lead if they can get up to the other end.
As Jackson with a solid run from the kickoff. Going to go inside to Walsh, throws the long ball to Turner. Turner can't break that tackle from Hardy Man. It's going to be second tackle. We're going to go back down this side. It's going to be Walsh. It's going to be third, and great run there. It's going to go. We're going to go all the way out here. Morningstar. Steps one. Can't do anything else, unfortunately. Fourth tackle. We're going to go inside here. And great tackle. Fifth and last. 40 metres out now. And hopefully the Hunters can defend this kick here. This kick return. And a great tackle from the Hunters. He's a little bit hesitant from dummy half. They're going to go to Groove. Groove's going to fend one, and Groove gets him on the field, gets him up to good field position. It's going to be third tackle now, and you'd be thinking go for the field goal, but they might be thinking otherwise. A good run. Great run. We're getting close, as it's going to be fifth tackle now. I don't think they're going to go for the field goal here. I think they're just going to put it up and hope. As that is exactly what they do, and then a good tackle there. But the Hunters having to come out of their own end here. They're going to be... Dragons certainly have the upper hand as long as they don't do anything too stupid, as is their tackle. They're going to go out long ball to Turner. And Dragons so far so good, and they're going to hope to keep it this way. But in saying that, Morningstar just goes straight through the line. And not in field goal range, but enough to put in an attacking kick here. What can Miller do from this kick return? Miller's going to go up. Miller's going to try step one, but can't get past anyone else. Now, it's going to be third tackle. Bob tries to go through. Preston, long ball, Smith. It's going to be fourth.
Are they going to get into range here?
If they get far enough, if they get a good run. Which they don't, it's going to be an intercept.
Yeah, the commentator's curse back at it. As we get to see the Hunters now, they might even get their chance. There's 2 minutes left.
They got to get in position quickly, as that's not going to do it. They're going to have 2 more plays here if they are to get into field position. Firstly, tackle for 40 meters out. They're going to need a strong run here if they've got any chance. Get it over. That's not going to do it though. It's going to be a kick return here. A kick return to try and win the game. Be the hero, Miller. Is Miller going to be the hero? No, and it's 12 all here. And it's full time, and we got a draw. We got a 12 all draw, and Dragons probably gutted that they didn't pick up the win there. Although, looking at the stats, actually, Dragons have done way more work.
Yeah, they certainly did do a lot more work. It just, I think the quality of ball they had in the Hunters' end in that first half, they could have extended that by a lot more. That second half, the Hunters certainly took control of that game. And as you can see here by the stats, 5 errors to 3, very close. It's just the tackles, really. The tackles are the only stat that really stands out. When you're making 42 more tackles, and
Dragons
you still
that's fair
keeping
play
them
from the
in 12
Dragons.
points. Yeah.
Fair. As now we get to see some individual stats, starting off with the Hunters. And up the top, we have Madison with 163 run meters. A solid performance there from the hooker.
Morningstar as well, coming out from the Hunter Zone end, he always seemed to find himself in some space, and he'd always at least make 10 meters. That's how it felt, or even more. Certainly a big shout out to him. As we get to see, Matthew Turner as well. He took 12 runs at 97 meters, and he got himself a line break. But Morningstar 5 line breaks. Is there anyone
Really
else that stands
impressive.
out for you?
Not really, other than we've already touched Madison. But as we move on to the Dragon stats, and top of the list, Mayava. What a performance. Only had 3 runs, but made a line break on every single run.
Yeah, that's an impressive feat in amongst itself, and obviously scored that try for the Dragons. As we get to see, Jesse Ingram as well, almost 100 meters there with 1 line break. Very quiet game for Honeyman with his 7 runs for 80 meters,
20
2 line
tackles.
breaks,
20 tackles,
20
though.
tackles, leading the tackle count too for the Dragons. So certainly put in his work. Anybody else that stands out for you there, Clay?
McDade had a really good game as well. 16 tackles, 2 line breaks, and the try. Solid, but both of these teams could not be split, and it was a really good game. As that'll be it for tonight's action, and we hope to see you later for some more SRL Lines action.